Greetings! For today's video, I decided to combine two items I wanted to try out. The first one is the Pocket Palette, a super slim, lightweight, portable, and customizable watercolor palette. It's a small case made of matte aluminum that has a magnetic surface on the bottom of the case and a white mixing surface inside the cover. To carry the paints, it comes with metal tins that are magnetically held in place. It's a clever idea and offers a lot of options for the painter. The tins are offered in various sizes that are all interchangeable. You can truly set up the paints however you want, using small, medium, or large tins, or a combination of them. It's really effortless to switch out colors, so you could keep a bunch of spare extra colors and mix things up depending on your mood or the subject you're painting. The second item I wanted to try out is Holbein's Introductory Set of 6 colors in 5 ml tubes. Holbein is not a new brand for me, but it might be for you. I wanted to showcase this starter set to see how efficient it can be. The set comes in a small cardboard box and features the following colors: Crimson Lake, Vermilion Hue, Permanent Yellow Deep, Viridian Hue, Peacock Blue, and Burnt Sienna. It's a slightly unusual color selection for a starter set. My plan is to put the paints in the pocket palette as I don't have enough Holbein travel sets. I want to use the medium pans since there are 6 paints. As the palette has room left for 2 small pans, I'll add in 2 other Holbein colors from what I have, but I will not use those for my demo painting to focus on the starter colors. To make it easier while pouring the paint in the tins, I put them on a larger sheet of adhesive magnets. I also used toothpicks to steer the paint down. Holbein is an extremely well-behaved paint in my experience, and I had no issues getting nice level tins. I let these dry out for a couple of days in a cat-proof and dust-proof spot. Once dry, I put them in the palette, and here we are, all ready. As usual, I swatched the colors. 2 of them are single pigment, 2 are made from 2 pigments, and 2 are made from 3 pigments. I also swatched my 2 additional colors to keep track of things. The swatches might not be the best example of how easy these paints are to re-wet. The color mixes below the swatches show better how deep the colors are when the dry paints have softened a bit. The blue and brown don't mix into a neutral color with these paints, but the Crimson Lake and the green get really close to it. Also, a quick note about the colors I added in the small tins. Since the starter's 6 colors don't have a cool yellow or a warm blue, these are the 2 colors I decided to add in. The set already has a cool and warm red, a warm yellow, and a cool blue. By adding my 2 colors, I get warm and cool primary triads. I don't think I needed to add these in, but there was a bit of room left and I had to fill it. To try the paints, I found a reference picture on Pinterest and sketched it out. I painted it using only the 6 paints from the starter set on cotton multimedia paper with a synthetic brush. I also used a bit of white gouache at the very end. I really enjoyed the medium tins in the pocket palette, as they are big enough that I can have a dirty and a clean area all within the same pan. The tins are held solidly on the base, nothing moved while I was painting. The mixing area is very efficient as the paints don't bead at all on it. And speaking of, the paints mixed really well and I was able to get every color I wanted from just these 6. The pocket palette's mixing area cleaned up super well, with barely a hint of staining, even if some of the paints were staining paints. I can only recommend these 2 items, either together or separately. If you've been curious about Holbein paints, this is an excellent way to try them out at a very affordable price. These colors are versatile and I love the color selection because it fits a bit better within my preferences. The pocket palette is the most lightweight and practical travel palette I've seen so far. It's worth noting that it's also offered in super practical bundles on its website, with cases to house all your supplies in one spot. I'll have links to both of these items in the description, and I invite you to check out the story behind the creation of the pocket palette. It was made by Maria Coriel Martin, based on her experience painting out in nature. What do you think of these 2 items? Would you use them? Let me know in the comments below. Take care, bye bye.